Hello, my friends on YouTube. How you doing, amigos? This is Mem, and we are going to watch another great video with Age of Empires 2 content. Yes, it's the best game, the best content. And don't forget that if you want that this channel keep growing and we can bring more and more videos, don't forget to thumb up, to subscribe. And if you have something to say, don't hesitate, man, and leave a commentary below the video because we love this game. Don't forget, guys, it's really, really important to support the channel. Stay tuned and hopefully you enjoy, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 from this opening matches Group B, and we have DarkSide on the left, WWP on the right, and this is green. Well, it's in the north, let's say. On the right is the cameras, and Mr. Yo's Sicilian's pocket. I always like to go leaderboard to the pocket. Sicilian's pocket and Frank's pocket. What is your thought in that regard?
Oh, interesting one, because Sicilians, I feel like that's a little bit more specialized for this map. Frank's is generally a great pocket civilization, but, you know, it's the civilization that you can bring up on any map, like Savannah, or really any map. It's a good all-purpose pocket civ. Sicilians feels a little bit more specialized for this map, so I kind of like it, because it leaves other pocket civilizations like Huns and stuff like that for the other maps. What's gonna be more interesting to take a look at is the left-hand side, though, because we do have the Turks there for Tomates, so indeed some Black Forest vibes in this map over here, and because the map is already explored, the players can already start walking out for the wars, and you see Tomate going out for the wars immediately. You get the feel that he wants to play that fast castle Janissary aggression, and I would love to see that. You know, ma'am, that my favorite unique unit is the Janissary, right?
Then you are happy now. I know now, but I didn't know. It's a really nice one, but Crackety Rain and Saracen's Leaks. Do you think that Palisade is gonna hold?
No, but at least there is effort, right?
Oh, on the right. Look at on the right, Beery. Beery's trying to get the elephant. Okay, he's trying to get the elephant. I'm very happy that everything is, I'm checking all and everything is working great. And he's gonna try to take with the villagers. So, Beery, with the Mongols, he's gonna get it. But now he has to be careful. Oh man, he's gonna blow with his own villager. I love how he's doing this. Yeah, he's gonna take it now. But now he's gonna block it?
Yeah, he's sending out the villager.
Nice.
Usually,
nice.
when you lame, you only send out the villager if you've lost control over the elephant. He preemptively sent in that villager because he knew that, okay, if he blocks it, the elephant could go back. Not the perfect spot to kill that elephant at, but the timing of this is perfect. You see, he just finished with the first elephant when this arrived, sent out a villager, and this is going to be extremely impactful because not only did you lame your opposing flank, you also did that with Mongols. So having Mongols over here is going to be a very nice one for Beery as well with that extra elephant.
Yeah, that's the big thing here, having the Mongols, you know. And now, ooh, look at Vivi almost losing the villager. Almost losing, did you see? He need to go now lure with another, because he almost lose that villager, but he react properly, Mr. Vivi. Vivi will change his nickname for the second game, and he will put Vivi instead of a Chinese nickname. You know, don't worry, guys, but well, you know that Teal, it's obviously Vivi. And, well, gonna take the elephant. Civilizations, though, are very interested. Oh, he's trying to kill that villager on the mill. A lot of going on right now in the start. And overall, Turks, Franks, and Mongols. If the game are going for the long game, both teams, Lidakor got crazy and super strong imperial civilizations because Ethiopian siege is brutal, but the Mongols in late game, oh boy.
Yeah, like, you definitely get that Black Forest vibe from DS, because if you look at their civs, like Mongols, civilization that you commonly see on BF as well, as you said, amazing late game. Then you have the Turks, which has that intermediate time frame aggression with the Janissaries, but can also pull off relatively fast Imperials, go for bombard cannons, and then of course you do have the Frankish pocket. Other side, Ethiopians late game, nothing to be ashamed of either, and of course you do have the Saracens out there for Lix, by the way, which is always a wildcard civilization, especially in the hands of a player like Lix. It looks like we're gonna have a relatively fast feudal here from Lix. That is an 18 pop feudal out there from our blue player.
Yeah, it's super quick up. Super quick up. Okay, this is the POV for Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo playing as a... What is that TC? What is that tone center? What is that tone center? I mean, did you see that mod? Where's the TC?
Yeah,
What is that mod?
He actually reduced the sides. I guess it makes it easier to click sheep under or something. It's like, you get the idea behind this one. You just want to remove as many aesthetic elements from that town center as possible, because this way it's cleaner to see what's underneath your town center. Could make it easier to focus your villagers on sheep or boars.
And also look at the house built, the barrack. I need to talk to Mr. Yo.
Wait.
I need to talk to Mr. Yo.
Though? The dead goat turns into a barrel or something. What is
Yeah.
that even? Like, why not play with cubes then? I don't understand the concept. Like, what makes a barrel so special? Why not a green cube? Like, you see the Suomi concept. It's super simple, easy to see. But what the heck? You convert your living goat into a dead barrel.
Yeah, man. But look what we were talking. I'm back into the game. I'm focusing now again on League's point of view.
Ooh.
He's up 18 population. I mean, 18 population? Seriously? Doing market for... I mean, market forward is gonna rush with the market. The first building is the market for leagues. What the hell, man? 18 population and then the market is the first building here. Okay, I like that. I mean, it's a new strategy. I know that he will do now the buildings, I believe, but he's doing the market. I don't know. And Vivi?
Oh, Vivi is in trouble here, ladies and gents. That's men-at-arms crossing before the walls will be complete. And White Wolf Palace didn't wall much. Now they're gonna get punished for this. Vivi lost the board before. Now he could lose a villager.
He lost it. He lost the village already. And Berry is going really, really, really aggressive. 3 men-at-arms are there. Vivi is in problems. And now Mr. Yo is going to scout. Both Pocket are going to scout. Franks, okay, and Sicilians. Well, then it's gonna be okay, because now Leagues is going to make the archery range. And basically, we're gonna have not a Black Forest game. We're gonna have a aggressive gameplay with hopefully a completely different map. But look at the middle here. Like, yeah, Mr. Yo is walling in the middle, and now they're gonna have a battle, scout and archers on the right. And how Red is going to hold here? Red is not gonna be able to hold. Well, Red is not even trying to hold.
For 2 reasons. Like, Lix is breaking through the walls, but notice that in the middle, there is an opening. There's like 1 or 2 trees missing. And this was scouted by Black before he pinged it, but they didn't have the chance to wall it in. They're actually lucky that Yo is walling that in, instead of sending like 15 scouts through that hole right into the base of Tomate.
Yeah, well, but he want to focus on save Vivi. Vivi is the one who is in troubles. Like, you could attack your opponent if your flank is safe, right? Right now the flank is definitely not safe, so he's focusing on helping his teammate right now. And well, we want to see Tomate. What is Tomate going to do in this situation? Because seriously, I don't know what is he planning to do now, Tomate. What do you think?
I don't know, like, I sort of lost track of my thoughts for a moment because I just realized that Tomate is playing the red colors, so it's very fitting for his username. But yeah, back to the game.
Yeah, well, I am on Tomate point of view right now, and we see how he's going to react. He's trying to kill the scout. He's now, well, 1 archer at home. He has towers. I mean, he has towers, but the problem is, if now they ignore Tomate and go into the pocket, then what? And that joke, Mr. Lidacor, I prefer to move on and keep going because, my goodness, let's go, Mr. Lidacor.
Yeah, we also had a couple of scouts passing from Yo, and that slowed down the advance of Beery now, but Beery is walling up, actually could be losing his villagers on the front here. The scouts of Mr. Yo. Look at that dance around trying to get through that gate. That's -2 villagers out there for Beery.
Yeah, Beery has problems right now. Beery has problems that we're gonna keep focused now completely in the whole game. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the POV to see the reaction for the players, how fast they are and so on. But now we have to focus because there's a lot of action. We were expecting a close game, a close map. No, here in Battle of Africa, well, it depends a lot how you play. But man, with how the weeks are, the palace are right now, it's almost impossible. And you can see how the score is switching all the time. 4 army for Teal. 11 army for the Mongols, Beery. I mean, having that boost with the hunt, with the lane, it's paying off right now. And they're having some kind of map control. So, let's see how Sicilians, I mean, Black and the Sicilians, Mr. Yo, who is going to be able to go up faster to castles is crucial. Oh my god, Mr. Yo! Mr. Yo is now going to dive in, and he's going to do exactly what we were talking. Lidacor is going to try to go to his economy, probably.
Yeah, great reaction from Mr. He was waiting for that villager to make it through. Remember, 2 villagers before got picked off, and Beery wants to vote this, but Mr. Yo is not letting him do that. In the meantime, though, the Man-at-Arms and the Archers are through, and Vivi is gonna have quite a lot of idle time here, but Yo's got the critical mass of scouts that he could just send to the base.
Oh. Sorry that I interrupt you. Explain me. Check who is going up to Castle Age. Explain me.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, there's some market abuse, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, what the hell? Minute 15 with 10 archers, 0 army for red, on the way to Castle Age, Stars and Archers, Tomate doing another tower. What the damn hell? The market 4-way is paying off, man. It's on the way to Castle Age, man.
I mean, the build is so good. I mean, if that market wasn't on the front, this would never work, right? The barracks actually gets deleted, by the way, by Lipso. And it's like, wait a minute, I need some walls here. I need another archer range. I'm just gonna delete my barracks. Why?
He deleted the barrack, right? Man. And now doing another archer range. Who is this guy, man? Who is this guy? The Master Leagues, man. The Master Leagues with the domination. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Mr. Yo now on purple base. Yellow is also there. The problem here is that if now blue go to yellow, and this is exactly what he's doing, just look at Leaks, doing now WWP tags, he's gonna destroy that palisade. He can destroy in a moment. And then how yellow is going to defend Lidakor? Explain me, because I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. So once I figure it out, I will let you know. But I mean, right now, DS has bigger problems because Beery is getting smashed in the face by the forces of Yo and Vivi. And the thing is that if Black pulls back his scouts, this leaves Beery open. So you basically have to pick your poison. Are you losing villagers here from Beery, or are you losing villagers here from Black? Right now, it seems like both could be a reality, because when those crossbows are upgraded, suddenly they could just march into the base of Black, and you see there's a bit of a panic over here with those towers. This is very difficult right now for DS, and they could really face the wrath of the Saracens in a second.
I mean, what you can do? I mean, you have red with 0 army. 0 army, so right now WWP has more army, 35-24. The Crows are just coming, are raiding completely. Now they're farming from the pocket. And that problem is huge. Why is huge? Yeah, you have wheelbarrow as Franks, but look at the Sicilians' economy. Okay, this amount of a scout from yellow, that's a lot of scouts. That's really a lot of a scout by Black.
Bad.
Yeah, but it's crossbows.
They are Frankish scouts as well.
Yeah, but these crossbows.
He's got 54 base HP, but he's got +1/+1 on those. Okay. He could actually clean this up.
He can clean it.
Not that bad,
he's gonna clean it. He's gonna clean it. And now Red is on the way to Castle Age. I like it a lot. The real problem is that now Mr. Yo is gonna go up to Castle Age, while Yellow has right now 0 food, which is normal to have 0 food at this point, you know? And this spot for blue is fantastic. Like, look.
Beautiful spot. And it matters a lot because you need to clean up these crossbows over here for Black before you can do anything else. And you see, it's much more difficult for him to take that fight, get this around.
He can't.
And there is going to be some crossbows left out there.
He can't. I mean, he lost everything now. He lost everything, and Mr. Yo is on the way to Castle. Leaks is still spamming crossbows, 1, 2, 3 archery ranges, and with the buildings he did, he's fully wall at home. So he's completely safe. He has ballistic already. Oh my goodness. Well, Lidakor, the gameplay here from Master Leaks, like now we know him, for the 36 years old player, which is something that we still don't believe, is insane.
Yeah, I mean, not bad for a 36-year-old, right? And
what are you talking?
He needs to wall off the right side.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to make sure that is walled, because otherwise, Vivi is about to arrive with a bunch of crossbows soon as one. Those will be Ethiopian crossbows. They need to stop this bleeding. The only way that they will recover is if they buy themselves some time. But that seems impossible because the next wave is already on the way.
Yeah, but the problem is that Vivi recovered like crazy. Vivi's also faster to Castle Age than Purple. Purple is now doing WWP tags, and now Vivi is gonna be in Castle Age faster than him. And he has more army. 5 villages more. No. I mean, the castle 4 ways.
The castle, though.
Well,
if that goes up, this could be problematic for Lix, but does it go up? Will Lix notice, actually?
He will.
Okay, he's noticing it. The man is in trouble. He's in big trouble, man.
No, but he will make it. He will make that castle. It will make that castle. Still, DS still have a lot of crows at home. Yellow. The problem is that Mr. Yo is in Castle Age, while Yellow will never go up. Mr. Yo now 1-2 extra tone center. Also, Purple is gonna be in Castle Age, yes, but Teal is already there. The gameplay from WWP is just fantastic. Well, I will say, Mr. Yo playing really great for sure, but Leaks is doing here the big difference, honestly. He's killing all.
Yeah, that is indeed the big difference. And the thing is that Tomato was delayed so much. If that castle went up like 5 minutes sooner, this would be a completely different game. But Lix's aggression at the beginning set him back so much. And now the problem for DS is that, yeah, sure thing, they might even be able to stabilize over here with the Janissaries pushing Lix. But behind this one, Yo is just chilling. Yo is going 3 town center booming with the Sicilians, by the way. And at one point, he's just going to be so much more ahead compared to Black. In fact, he's already quite a lot ahead, but that lead is just going to continue to grow, and we are going to see him appear with like 50 Cavaliers in 10 minutes, I feel.
Yeah, well, I think now, as you see, Mr. Yo is just booming. They're gonna clean, at some point they might clean those crossbows. Well, maybe. Oh my god, how Leaks is playing, man. It's just beautiful. Like, seriously, Leaks is just doing a domination. Check Yellow. Yellow, I mean, I feel bad for Yellow. They feel nice now. Vivi's also here. This is over, guys. This is over. GG call. WWP. My goodness. The gameplay here was just insane. Seriously.
And especially Lix.
Yeah.
Obviously, you do have the Saracen market's power, so make no mistake, that is a massive contributor towards that success. But Lix, he was able to identify that, yeah, this is going to be a pure fast castle build, which is a risky call on this map. Like, as you pointed out, those palisades won't hold for long. And then he went for an aggressive play, but still went for that fast castle approach. So it's not like he went all in feudal. It's not like he went that casual Lix way of towering everything. He made like 10 archers and then decided to go up to Castle Age and then punish with the crossbows.
Lidakor, in 18 minutes. He was Castle Age 18 minutes. You know, like it can be, it's not a super fast castle like if you go directly, but going 18-minute castle with already 10 archers, your opponent reached Castle Age 21 minutes. Black couldn't go Castle Age at all, and that was a domination. A real and true domination by Master Leaks. My goodness, the KD. 53-17, look at the KD, 28 largest army. Brutal domination, seriously. They played, I mean, and I don't think that DarkSide did bad, but this strategy from Leaks was incredible. Was just epic. Really epic, seriously.
Yeah, like, Lix did the exact thing that he needed to do to punish a Turk player like that. And as you pointed out, the strategy wasn't terrible. In fact, it started very well for DS. They managed to lame a board from Vivi. Vivi even lost a villager to man-at-arms, but after that, just the fact that the Saracens have that good combination of being aggressive and then buying their way up to Castle Age, that was a deadly combination. And the KD represents how effective those crossbows became. 53 kills to like 70 losses. That level of efficiency is not something that you can match up against in feudal.
Against feudal army Lidakor, so imagine that. This is guys the draft. How is looking the draft right now? Let me update the score, because 1-0 is already there for the Chinese team. But they're playing amazing. We will see what is gonna be now the second map. It can be any of the maps. Hopefully, guys, you enjoy with this beautiful overlay, and I believe that now you notice much better than yesterday the civilization that DarkSide have used it. It's pretty clear now. Mongols, Franks, and Turks. It's completely gray, and well, civilization they won, Saracens, Ethiopians, and Sicilians. And it's crazy how Vivi has recovered in that map, Lidakor. He's recovered so great.
Yeah, the recovery is very nice, and obviously, like, we're seeing this very frequently from White Wolf Palace. Lix is just doing his own thing, and then Vivi and Yo are playing together on the other side, and this worked really well, because Lix was able to put up a lot of pressure and cause a lot of damage himself, and then Yo could just focus all his attention to helping out Vivi, who was in a bit of a trouble at the beginning.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to see what map is going to be. We don't know yet. I'm gonna ask. They have hosted already the lobby, but I don't know what is gonna be the next map. Let me ask.
Team Islands.
Okay, they listening to me. No. Shut up, Lidakor, man. I mean, you really don't want to come back, man. What the hell? he doesn't want to come back, man. He doesn't want to come back, guys. It's confirmed, man. Team Islands. Guys, this is the next map that we're going to see, and hopefully you enjoy. It's called African Springs.
Ooh, once again, very aggressive map.
African Springs is a new addition to the Battle of Africa universe. This map virtually guarantees early aggression, due to the sparse baobab forest and the surrounding trench rich in shorefish. While food is plentiful, gathering it will leave villages exposed to enemy attacks from all directions, making it exceptionally dangerous to collect. Travelling beyond the trenches, the rich savannah holds numerous resources ready for the most potent conquerors, with large deposits of gold and stone, and food sources such as zebras, ostriches, and elephants. Expansion will be key to ensuring victory on African Springs.
Well, Lidakor, we have a guy in that crazy map because it's really crazy, and we don't have Gurjara, so we can see a pretty crazy one. I mean, without that broken civilization, that map is epic. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one because small details matter. It's a map where snowballing is a pretty big factor. So you get pushed over from your fish, suddenly your opponent has a way better food eco, and you're gonna get outnumbered military-wise. So it is essential that at the beginning of the game you have to have very clean gameplay because you simply can't afford to be forced away from the fish early. So small details will matter a lot at the beginning of the game. And honestly, I'm very curious at how Lix is going to play this one because this is a map that could play easily to his style of making games chaotic and just causing as much havoc on the fishing department of the enemy as much as possible. And then see how Yo and the VV will snowball this. Obviously, Yo is going to play pocket as usual, and Lix will probably go for a super aggressive strategy here once again. What is the draft looking like, though? Because we could take a look at what civilizations could be possible for the players here.
Let's go for the draft. This is the draft, and I think it's gonna be a new player. It's not gonna be buried in the next one. And we have here, well, for this African Springs, what civilization? I think Hindustani can be a great pocket. Persians can be a great. I mean, many civs can be a great pocket with what WWP has. But Persians for Canyon Lake is amazing, so it's not gonna be Persians here. I don't think it's gonna be Kumans because Kumans, I see that working on Grand Barra, you know. So I vote here for Hindustanis or Hans. Hans can be very solid. And then on DarkSide, Japanese for sure. Maybe can be. Well, not Lithuanian, because Lithuanians I see also for Canyon Lake. They have a lot of civs, like Khmer, for example. I vote for Khmer in this map. I don't know what you think, because with the houses, you can protect all your villages there in that areas.
I agree. That's one of the most underappreciated bonuses of the Khmer, and there's obviously a trade-off over here. So one would say, hey, why would you pick the Khmer on a map where you don't even do any farming? So you would essentially lose your farming bonus, right? But having those houses and you being able to keep your villagers on the food safe is immensely valuable. So if I had to pick a civ, Khmer would probably be my choice here. Although I can also see Magyar as being an interesting pick here. It's probably going to be more likely to be picked on Dry Socotra, but I could see some upside in the Magyars here. You have the cheap scouts, you do have a great food eco, which allows you to just spam scouts like a madman, plus you also have the free forging, so you could build up that critical mass of scouts a lot faster than your enemy counterpart.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How long? Well, they were switching a player, you know. They are getting another player. I don't know if we have already the players there. Let me check. They should start any moment. We miss only one player now because I think they're gonna play with Mate. I'm just checking, and yes, Tomate Black and Mate is gonna be the one that is going to be there. So we are waiting for him to be there, and then we start the next game that hopefully is going to be just amazing. Everyone, hopefully you are enjoying a lot. I'm enjoying a lot. This is only the second day. Glad to have you here, Mr. Lidakor. And in a moment we will start. Tomorrow, you want to see what is going to be tomorrow? Because tomorrow, oh man, it's going to be amazing. Look at the series for tomorrow, guys. Because if today has been great, I mean, all the teams now are really strong, but Lidakor, tomorrow, series we have seen already. On a Saturday, Insanity versus AI. Oh boy. And I have also some news as well. Is that one of those players is going to be co-casting with me on Sunday. You know who is going to be casting with me on Sunday, guys? Mr. Winchester. On Sunday, he's going to be co-casting. And you know that Winchester Lidakor doesn't like to talk.
Oh man,
Vinchester,
that's gonna be
man.
an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
That's gonna be a
crazy.
super hype weekend, I must say. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go, especially like my Insanity versus AI. Oh man, that could go either way. Like that could be the best set of the round, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, everyone want to avoid AM. Everyone
I
want.
mean, I understand why.
Yeah, it's. Look at that team. Like, pretty much anyone that is playing. And honestly, if you have Leary and Hera together, no disrespect to any of the others, and then you put also any of the other three, but Leary and Hera there all the time. I mean, Hera, pocket or flank, and then Leary always playing flank. How you kill those players, man? Like seriously, how you kill them? It's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
it's difficult, and they prepare for a tournament. Like, it's not like they just come in unprepared. Like they have said this multiple times that they are preparing for a tournament, so they do practice quite a lot, which is also going to make them even more difficult. And they are right now, I feel, the team to beat in the entire tournament. And it looks like now Black is losing teammates left and right. I mean,
It
on
looks-
literal terms,
Yeah.
he's the only one still on camera.
Well, I think they should be there. I don't know why it doesn't look there, but they should be there. I will try
There we
to.
go.
Okay, we see Mate now. Yeah, I think that's a mobile or what?
I think they're just waiting for their team Mate.
Okay, okay. Team Mate, my goodness. Oh my god. Rory, Lidakor, what's going on with you? Team Mate, oh my god. That joke, man. What is this, man? Well, we need to start. They're having some problem. The dark side is having some problem, it seems. And hopefully we can start in a moment. Yeah, well, this is what happened when they didn't do this before. It's the first time. Tomate is now there. Yes, let's go. And we're going to start in a moment with the team Mate, Lidakor.
Like I will confuse Tomate and Mate in the game like 15 times probably. So be prepared for that. I might actually be calling them on just colors, because it's gonna be like Tomate, Mate. Oh my goodness.
Guys, we're waiting. Sorry for the delay. You know, this is what happened with the live games. I mean, this is what happened with the live games. So no worries about it. And yes, there's some ads, guys, because before they start the game, it's better to have an ad that in the middle, right? So it's better to play an ad in before the game that you're in. And now it's not gonna be any ad during any game. African Spring is starting. Let's go. Vamos, Lidakor, because we are finally starting. The game is about to start. I'm loading the game in my PC, and it should start in a moment. Okay.
Whoa, look at those civs. This
Well,
is gonna be
don't
super
spoil.
hype.
Don't spoil yet, because for some reason I have a lot of things here, so it's normal that it's going slower. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Game number 2, and the civilizations are, oh boy, oh really boy. Well, it's Hindustanis as a pocket that we were talking, and then we have Portuguese. So oh my God, Portuguese. So we have already cartography with Vivi. Also, Vivi has put now WWP. Vivi, name God's leagues. God leagues, Hindustanis, and then Mayans, Lithuanians, and Japanese. I smell the aggression, Lidakor. I don't know what you think, but I smell the aggression. Seriously.
Yeah, obviously, Lithuanians over here is an interesting civilization pick, but I'm not against it. You start with that more food, and that's going to make it very good for just squeezing out a super fast uptime. But obviously, the big thing to look for here is going to be how Lix is going to play this one, because we know what Lix is capable of. He has the Goth. It is a civilization that in Lix's hands just tells you one thing: aggression.
But Lidakor, the problem has leaks, I don't know if you will agree with me, is the consistency. The same that he can play smooth and clean like he played in the first game, then he can make full Titanics, you know? And if that happened, I want to see his reaction in the camera, honestly, because we have seen this, I would say, quite a lot. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like, as you pointed out, he has a very high upside style play. So he is not shying away from taking risks, But sometimes those really don't work out, and in that case, it puts his team into difficult spots. So sometimes his magic works really well, sometimes it completely falls apart, and it is yet to be seen what's going to be the scenario for this game here. Right now, he's chopping stragglers pretty actively over here. As we discussed that in the previous game, the idea is that you move out early with that mail, so you're going to delay your lumber camp a tiny bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna show the map for people that is just joining. The map is a great and beautiful one that has a lot of forest in the middle, yes, but there is a lot of holes, so you can go all over. There is never wall completely. Then you have a lot of shorefish in around all the starting TC, so they won't really go for the mill because this food is super fast, the faster food income. But if the game go longer, there's a room for expanding, a lot of room, because there's a lot of trees, as you can see, gold, stone, all kind of resources. The map is immense, Mr. Leadercore. So these can have very aggressive games, fast games, but if they don't play that crazy, this can bring some crazy big Imperial battles. And we saw those in the qualification, not yet during the main event, because to be fair and to be honest, remember that in the first day in the opening games, the Leadercore are playing, let's say, the higher seed versus the lowest seed. So it's normal to kind of see the most unbalanced games in theory because of the seeding. This is the third seed team in the tournament, WWP. So, and DarkSide is the first time playing in a tournament like this in the main event.
Yeah, obviously, it is a big ask from DarkSide to take down White Wolf Palace over here. White Wolf Palace, we discussed this multiple times, one of the most prestigious teams in Age of Empires 2. It is also the team with one of the best chemistry in the entire scene as well. So these guys have been playing together for a long time. It is going to be a difficult task for DarkSide to take down White Wolf Palace. But we talked about this one. It's not like they have no chance over here. So for them, from the perspective of gaining experience in professional tournaments, as well as, you know, just trying their best and see if they can take 1 or 2 games away or maybe even surprise White Wolf Palace over here with the win, could be a great thing to look at. But here is Lix, and we've been talking about that Goth Civ pick for a while. There is the forward barracks from him, and he's pushing towards the fishing villagers of Black.
We're checking Black POV right now because he see him coming forward, man. He's already with the barrack on his face. This is disrespectful, man. We should ban leaks for being disrespectful with the opponents. It's already there, man. It's already on his face, and now we see the reaction from Black. What is he going to do? Well, using Villiers. He has to use Villiers. As you can see, he looks calm, but oh man, I don't think that he's that calm anymore. When you have that player, that crazy leaks player there, what you can do? What really you can do when his opponent has already 4 militias?
And there's a 5th one on the way. We know how Lix likes to play this one. Like, I can see Lix going up to like 10 militias over here. And those villagers, they do have Loom over there, but one of them heavily damaged. Looks like she's gonna get away though. And so far, Black did not lose a single villager. So the defense, the reaction to this one is so far pretty outstanding.
Yeah, it's very nice, but it's doing more, man. It's doing more. It's already for 5 militias here. 5 militias in that village. And where's the Swordfish now? Swordfish is gone. He has no mill here on the berries, but he's up to castle in a moment. That he has resources to make an archery range? Yes, he has. The goal is very close to the TC, so he will be able to do it. On the other side, I'm trying to see. Yellow has the stable going up. Then the barrack now for Mr. Yo. So Yellow is going to be faster. Thanks to Lithuanians, that is going to be with that 150 food extra, but ladies and gentlemen.
Look at Vivi's base. Those men-at-arms are walking through the forest over there. Those are Japanese men-at-arms. It looks like Vivi's gonna get forced away from the fish as well. The camel is actually heavily damaged, so Vivi could just kill that with the villager, prevent the blocking though.
Kill one. He killed one. Tomate is doing the job. He's on Vivi, and Vivi just up now. He will have a problem. Well, he's doing the archery range, and now... Leaks, Master Leaks, 7 militias. 7 militias going to the pocket. I mean, WWP has 10 army and 7 army militias, and he's doing 2 more. He has 2 more in the... What? I mean and he's up to field.
Like, are you seriously surprised that Lix is going for like 10 plus militias? And it's going to work well. Looks like he's going to intercept 1 villager over here. All the villagers seem to be making it out here. But remember that Mate has to make a decision.
Look at Lick's face! Look at Lick's face in the camera! Did you see? Sorry that I interrupt you. He was so hyped, so smiling there. Oh man, that was amazing. Man. That was amazing. Like, I'm killing everything, man. I'm killing everything. Oh man. Well, that was crazy. Anyway, he moved all there. Look at those 2 scouts, and now he's sending back the village to work. But explain me one thing.
Lix is dropping a second barracks right next to the base of Mata. He's not giving up on this one. I mean, I can see them spectating the previous set even and saying, hey, Man-at-Arms spam worked out pretty well over here. What if we did that with Goths? Because not only are we having militias now on the field for Lix in large numbers, he also has the Man-at-Arms upgrade coming in for him.
Yeah, how you stop the Men-at-Arms then? I mean, he's doing good. Oh, Yellow is doing a really good thing. Before he reaches the Men-at-Arms, he's almost killing them all. He need to kill more because the Men-at-Arms is going to be there in 3 seconds. They stabilize. Now they stabilize because it's not that many anymore. They clean it before it happens. So this is really, really good in my opinion now for them. But the problem is that Purple, now Black, is attacking League's base. So League is in troubles now. Look at League's base. They forced him to make a tower, and the Argentinian Black is doing a great job now. So maybe this double barrack was too greedy? What do you think? 21 villages.
Possibly.
But League is in a big problem right now.
Yeah, indeed. His gold miners are going to get idled. He had to make a tower on his fish, so that's going to be safe for the time being. But behind this one, Yo is also under some pressure over here from the yellow spearmen and scouts. And this is the consequence of you going for like full men-at-arms. Your teammates might need to absorb a lot more damage, but in the meantime, it looks like Vivi is also pressuring Tomata over here. Tomata getting forced off from his own fish as well. A lot of action going all across the map over here. But right now, you get the feel that DS might actually be a tiny bit ahead here because, as you said, those men-at-arms, they won't be really good against the archers, but they are back, and now they're pushing away Mate from the fish again.
Yeah, and this is very important for the pocket, because now the pocket is gonna lose another village, he's gonna lose another one, look at that. He's so kill it, he kill another, he's killing a lot. I mean, he is really bad at home with 22 villages, so now Purple, but this is good. Purple is now on Mr. Yo base, but what Mr. Yo is doing, he's just spamming army. He's not going for Castle Age or anything, he's not going greedy. Lidakor, keep doing army, the players just defend with army in these maps. No walls. Do you notice, Lidakor? The defense, the aggression is just military. All aggression.
Speaking of all aggression, Mata is in big trouble over here. I mean, he's getting pressured by the men-at-arms and archers, and he has just nowhere left to go with those villagers. Men-at-arms even ran into the town center fire, but that's not going to help Mata much either, because the amount of men-at-arms over here is just brutal.
Well, Black is coming. Black is there now with archers. He has the fletching. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be able to clean those because he has only 3 archers. So with those archers, he's gonna be able to do the job. He should try to repair that house. If he kills those archers, he's gonna be fine, I believe. Because those archers are the problem that is raiding those lumberjacks. He's gonna clean those men-at-arms. And I don't really know where to look. The problem is that Mr. Yo pocket it's much more ahead. It's true that Purple was trying to attack, but he's really much more ahead. And well... Alex is still behind in villages, and he's still doing only men-at-arms. He's now doing double B tags. This is a crazy game already, Lidakor. I don't know where to look. Really.
It's a crazy game.
Yeah,
and you see, Lix even moved out to the far right side of the map to try and grab some wood for himself because he understands that these baobab trees in the middle, they are exposed to archer aggression, so he might need to go all the way to the edge to get himself some wood. In fact, this seems to be a consistent strategy of White Wolf Palace because Yo is doing the same thing, trying to minimize the amount of potential damage out there. Speaking of which, the archers are now pushing his base, but he seems to have enough cavalry to deal with this one, especially with support coming in from Vivi as well.
Yeah, well, Tomate has a good amount of archers, but I was also checking Purple because Blue was there as well. I think this is a good trade for Tomate, considering the situation. Like, he's against 2 players, so what else he can do? He tried to kill as much as possible, and now Purple is stabilized. Teal is about to go up. Red is about to go up. Both players on the left flank are going up to Castle Age pretty much the same time. I think Vivi is going to be a little bit ahead. But no, it's so close. So we have Japanese and Portuguese going to be there. Then Blue now doing the Blasmith. And he's still doing all the men-at-arms with gods. And now he's doing the first archery range always on the pocket face. On the pocket face, which is so annoying. Imagine you play as a pocket Lidakor, and then he's getting this game. Like, I want to be... Because usually when you play as a pocket, you are, let's say, the safest position in the game, in a team game. Everyone wants to play pocket. Not anymore.
Yeah, that's a lot of man-at-arms, and the idea here for Lix is that he's trying to take out the pocket by essentially sacrificing himself as a flank, and in a team game, the pocket player is probably more valuable than the flank player, so trading a flank player to a pocket is pretty valuable over here for White Wolf Palace.
Absolutely, but it is also about the timing. Let's see what Black can do. If he reach castle is much faster, and it's gonna happen. Obviously, he's much more ahead, Mr. Yo. He has Bloodline, he has +1/+1. He's doing now wheelbarrow. But when Mayas is there with the crossbows, be careful, because if both flanks are there, oh, that's a good tower on the goal from Mate. Yeah, it's a very nice one. But if both flanks are with crossbows, and Mr. Yo is unable to reach castle edge, then be careful there. Be really careful there.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, Mate, he's under pressure, but he's still surviving. And if you compare him to Mr. Yo, this could be more concerning for Mr. Yo, actually, because he was under pressure a lot from archers, soon to be crossbows, whereas for Lix, sure thing, those men-at-arms are doing some damage, but it's not like he's actively killing villagers.
10 men-at-arms again. He's walling, but I'm checking the KD, the Eco KD. Mate only lost 4 villages. Yeah, but now Mr. Yo is working on the economy. It's impressive how Mate is still with almost economy to go up to castle with this situation. He needs to save this tower, otherwise it is really bad. It is really, really bad. But I don't know. Now Yellow is also attacking Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo, it reminds me a little bit with the previous series, 15 scouts. We'll have a lot of scout light caps. The tower is going to be down. He's going to lose 4 villages. He's doing another tower. No, he's not losing the villages. The problem here, Lidakor, is that those men-at-arms, it's not like archers. The villages can go away.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, the men-at-arms, they can do their best to pursue. But now Vivi is coming in with the crossbows, and
oh my
suddenly
God.
things are changing up, because these guys could do a lot of damage, and when you have that many men-at-arms, you could commit against the tower, because you will take it down pretty fast with those men-at-arms. Also Gothic men-at-arms.
Look at red archers also. He's now on blue, so they're basically trading blue for yellow, as you say. What is gonna be better? Trading the pocket, trading the flank? I don't know. They are going for the pocket completely. Mr. Yo is on the way to Castle Edge with 40 villages, and now yellow is on the way to nothing with 34 villages and 0 army.
You see, Tomata is looking for something to do damage on with those crossbows on the right side, but there's just nothing there. Right now, Vivi and Lix are both doing damage with their army, but Tomata isn't. He's trying to kill Lix's villagers, but he just can't find any, and that means that those crossbows on the right side, they're just idle. On the other hand, though, Black now has a pretty decent amount of crossbows here marching towards Yo, and Yo's got a lot of villagers over there on those shorefish that could be picked off.
Do you think if Black is killing now some villages to Mr. Yo, it can be an oath? Because Mr. Yo looks like in a really great position now. But he need to go. He's being really, really careful, Black. He's being afraid. I don't know why. I think he will go attack. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, they need to be a little bit more committed, because now, as you said, Yo is going to be in Castle Age. Yo is actually going for Light Cav over here. On the way to Castle Age is going to be Mate as well, but he still has 2 minutes to wait until he reaches that point. And now Yo is town centering that patch of trees on the right side. If Black intercepts that, that could make the game very interesting, but he's looking at the wrong spot right now for the enemy. He could still catch those villagers, though, and that could be a very nice pickup over there, denying that town center.
Nah, but Lidakor...
Look at the horseman, though.
Look at the amount of light caps he's bringing. There's amount of light caps with the +2 armor as well in a moment. He's gonna clean all the crossbows. And then Red is trying to deal with the archers now from Vivi. Military numbers is the same. That's the thing. Military numbers, Lidakor, just look. It's the same numbers. So, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's the same right now, but as you're saying that all the crossbows from Black are getting cleaned up, and suddenly there's gonna be a shift in the favor of Mr. Yo. The timing was perfect. He waited until the +2 defense, then took the engagement, cleans up most of those crossbows out there. And look at the mass migration from Mate, actually. He's moving towards the base of Tomata over here with so many villagers.
Yeah, I like that a lot, but he still don't have even 100 wood to make a lumber camp. The problem is, the problem for China is that what army is gonna do leaks? He's going on the way to castle, but he has no army. He's trying to mine the stone. He's gonna make a castle and a huge castle. He still doesn't have the stone.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have the resources.
But if you think about it, you just heavily damage the enemy pocket player, right? So the only two players left in there are archer players. So Huskars is a perfect addition over here. It has a very good synergy with what you have just done in the last like 10 minutes, damaging the pocket. Finally, those men-at-arms are getting cleaned up over there, running into a bunch of crossbows. But you get the feel that Huskars over here would actually be a very welcome addition to the composition of White Wolf Palace.
The problem here is that they have now the mobility. That's why it's better to have the pocket really ahead, because now Mr. Yo is moving on the left on red base with so many light casts and crossbows, and as you can see, those light casts by Yo and Vivi are just killing now a lot to Tomate. It's true that Tomate, red and purple are in the middle, so they are trying now to kill Mr. Yo. But I don't know if this is gonna be an oath, it's gonna be in time. To be honest, it's still 38 army, 39, and Village difference is not that big difference. It's kind of crazy that the numbers is still that close. Honestly, I don't know what you think.
Yeah, the numbers are really close over here, but as you pointed out, the mobility advantage is now on the side of Mr. Yo. He's got a lot of light cav to work with over here, and he's actually finding a lot of villagers on the left side over here from red. There's the castle from Lixto, very defensive positioning for himself. The question now becomes, how much damage can they do on Mr. Yo? And you see, Yo is not afraid of cavalry. Yo knows that the only thing that he's going to face in the next few minutes is going to be archers or crossbows, so he's going to go for a siege workshop and he will go for a mangonel defense.
He has one tower, another tower here is gonna take those crossbows. And now with the light gas in the other side, Yellow got destroyed with those light gas. It's true that if you check the population for... Oh my god, that castle for Leagues is not up! He's killing a lot! He's gonna make it, but look at the village number for Leagues! He's gonna make the castle, but look at Leagues' village as well! 28 villages he killed it! They killed it and everything there! Oh my goodness, man! The game keep going, man. And I don't know, man, but, well, two players are pretty much defeated. And now he's doing Anarchy. But what resources do I have Leagues to make army? He has nothing, man.
Nothing, really nothing out there. And the key thing here is that Lix is going to be playing on one town center, whereas if you take a look at the other side, you're going to have two town centers from Tomate and Mate as well. So they can catch up in villagers, at least compared to, let's say, Vivi or compared to Lix. Yo is going to be on 3 town centers though, but he's under pressure from a bunch of crossbows over here, so he could be losing a couple of vills. But wait a second, Mayan's power coming into play. Black is going Imperial.
Black is on the way to Imperial, but against Mayan Blue just spamming Hugh Skulls, he's not gonna be super afraid, Mr. Leaks. Obviously, Mayan, if he had here a castle, the problem is that he's going up with 1 TC with 0 stone. If he had a castle, that will be completely different. Still, Hindustani's move here by Yo, he did a castle at home. He's doing a castle at home.
Oh,
and look at, but Lidakor, but look at after 32 minutes, check the village number for everyone.
I mean, it doesn't help that the crossbows of Vivi are just massacring all the fishermen for Black. He just lost like 10 villagers on the fish out there. And as you pointed out, losses were massive before, and now here come the Huskars. And because the damage was taken by Mate, the pocket player that was supposed to make the knights that counter the Huskars, those Huskars essentially have a free real estate over here. Only a handful of knights on the battlefield to counter them with.
Well, there's some knights by Yellow, and he's taking those Hugh Skulls down, as you can see. Knights and crossbows. And then we have here in the north how Tomate is going back again with 16 army. Now, military number for Vivi is impressive because he has been fighting and raiding all over. Tomate is now really behind. Look at the village number now for all the dark side. It's true that Blue has so little, but the damage... I mean, Leaks has done his job, you know. He disturbed a lot the pocket, raided... did the damage, and then Leaks and Mr. Yo has been just completing the job.
Look at the game plan.
Yeah.
Because Yo is not going for any more cavalry, he's going for a Gulam, which is going to be once again great against the archers, and you just see the idea behind White Wolf Palace's play here. You knock out the opponent's cavalry player, so all they have left is archers, and we have the perfect units, the Huskars and the Gulams to deal with that. A single Huskar is massacring the villagers of Mate, he's yet to respond to that.
I mean, seriously, Purple, he's in Imperial with 30 villages, dropping more, 16 army, doing the +3. This is incredible, man. It's incredible how the WWP is playing and how well prepared they are. The crazy leaks, now Vivi raiding all over the map, killing all the villages to Purple. Purple is in Imperial with 16 villages, guys. 16 villages, and What?
And all of them are running to the south. Like, all of them are getting killed by the Huskars. That's gonna be 0 villagers in a second.
Yeah, what a team, guys. What a team, this WWP, like in the old times, with Mr. Yo, Vivian Leaks, playing with the total domination. They smile. I mean, Black kind of smile. GG call, impressive. Really, really, I don't know, but really impressive. And that was sick. Lidakor, like, the map is just, look at the reaction. Look at Vivi smile, Mr. Yo smile as well. And we dominating. They feel happy. They feel happy. They feel really, really happy. And they have to be happy because they has played amazing in the Lidakor.
I love the game plan from them. What I really find impressive in this game plan is that their game plan wasn't just about, okay, we do this in the first 10 minutes and then, see how this game continues. Their game plan was set up in a way that even if the game goes longer, like 30 minutes into the game, you are still going to be very competitive with the civilizations that you have, because you had that synergy of damaging the enemy cavalry player, and that opens up the possibilities for Mr. Yo to go for the Gulam, opens up the possibilities for Lix to go for the Huskars, and you just understand the fact that this map is very difficult to roll, so even a handful of Huskars is going to be able to do a ton of damage. So this game plan here was really impressive, I feel, from White Wolf Palace. Also worth noting that they didn't pick, spectacular team game civilizations here. Portuguese Goths, these are civilizations that are not necessarily, the most popular civilizations on the more conventional maps. So that is also an aspect to look at. They essentially picked some weaker civilizations, in quotation marks, and put them to great use. So they win game number 2 with a great game plan, also saving up some very powerful civilizations for the games that are about to come.
If you think about the civs, Lidakor, you just check Lithuanians, Mayans, and Japanese, and you think that they got better civs. Like,
yeah,
well,
I think if you look at
Mayans and
the
Japan?
standard team game setting,
yeah,
I think yes, those are more valuable all-purpose civilizations, Mayans, Lithuanians, even Japanese. So yeah, it's a big loss over there. The good news is that they still have Huns though for DarkSide, if I'm not mistaken, and that could be a nice one. They also have Khmer available. They decided not to pick Khmer on this map, so it will be interesting to see where that gets employed.
Yeah, I think Lithuanians was probably better for another map, but we're going to move. We're going to move into the game number 3. We're gonna show the draft right now. We are moving into the draft, and there is a very, very interesting maps. And let's see what map is going to be. Right, Socotra, kind of Lake. I hope that we are going to see Grand Barra. Grand Barra is another fantastic map, and I will let you know in a moment when they tell us what it's going to be. It's Grand Barra. It's Grand Barra, the map. Remember that it doesn't have to be that one. They can pick Canyon Lake or Dry Socotra if they want, but it makes sense, right? Lidakor, if you pick as a whole map, Grand Barra and African Spring, and you are 2-0 behind, you should pick your whole map, because it's supposed that you have something planned there.
Yeah, it's part of that, and also part of the fact that, your opponent picks home maps as well. Do you want to go for the opponent's home map? Like, as you said, each team, they pick a home map, they probably have 1 or 2 good strategies prepared for it. They like to play on those maps. Do you want to pick the enemy home map over here, knowing that they probably have a very good game plan for that? Of course not. So while you do have that option, you just feel safer going for your own home map, hoping that your game plan going into that one is going to be better than the opponent's game plan. And civilization-wise, we do have the Teutons out there, or Cumans, possibly both for White Wolf Palace. How would you feel about that? Maybe even a Cuman's flank being used here with Teuton's pocket on Grand Barra.
It's a possibility, but imagine that you have to go to Dry Socotra. I feel that Teutons in Dry Socotra is amazing. Since it's a smaller base, very close, they did not having bloodlines there, it's okay. You still have the bonus farms, and Teutons feel like a very good one there, to me. So I really believe that they should keep Persians for Canyon Lake just in case, Teuton for Dry Socotra, Grand Barra Cuman's pocket, or maybe even Hans, and then as a flank, they can go for whatever, Byzantines and Vikings, I vote, maybe Poles.
Persians
maybe
could actually
Poles.
be a douche civ on Dry Socotra, by the way.
For example,
and, like with
no, wait, no. There's no stone on Socotra, and you start with 20 stone. There's no douche. There's no
Oh yeah, I
douche
forgot about
possibility.
that.
Yeah,
I'm sad now. Like I was hoping, I was hoping for a League's TC drop, but that's not something that we're going to get on Tricycle drop. Maybe on Grand Barra. I mean, one can always hope, right?
yeah. But we want to check. We want to check probably right the Grand Barra map, because Grand Barra map, it has a video that we didn't have yesterday. So let's go, guys, and check. Mr. Lidakor, we're going to see the video with the Grand Barra.
Grand Barra surprised everyone in the previous edition, with some fantastic games and fantastic unit compositions used on the map. And while the map might easily be interpreted as closed, it won't take long before players chop through the forest that separates them from the dangerous middle. This area of the map is extremely barren, but it holds numerous massive gold deposits that will be essential for victory. However, this doesn't come without a cost. The cracked terrain will make all buildings placed on it more vulnerable to incoming attacks, making it exceedingly difficult to defend. And while there is enough wood on the map for a reasonable amount of time, it won't last forever. As only a few baobab forests are scattered near the edges of the map, the players start with very little gold near their initial town centre, while the stone distribution remains standard.
Well, and in that video, you can see Lidakor exactly what can happen. It's not a meta map. It's a lot about unique units as well. You can go to the middle. It's a very special and unique map, and it can bring really crazy matchups.
It's one of my favorite maps of Boa. It's something that has been there in Boa 2 as well, and it was one of my favorite maps to look at. And one of the things that's interesting with this map compared to what we have seen so far is that the early aggression is somewhat less important on that map. That is much more of a late game focused map. Usually the way it works is that the players are trying to wall off the sides and then chop to the middle, and then we have big Imperial Age fights in that middle area. And that, I think, could be very helpful for DarkSide, because usually when there's a skill gap between the teams, the more open maps favor the more skilled teams or more experienced teams, and that is right now probably White Wolf Palace. So having that more late game and macro focused game and a little bit more slower paced start is actually, I think, very beneficial for DarkSide. And this is definitely a map where I can see them taking down White Wolf Palace. So I think this map is going to be very suitable for them. We'll see how it's gonna go. It looks like Biri is back, so Mate is going back to the bench and Biri is back in action.
Yeah, you know why I like a lot to have this here. Now, they are discussing the strategies, you know? They are not starting, not because there's some delay or because I want that we extend the stream, you know, Lidakor. They are just discussing the strategies. So they can start whenever they feel ready. So they are both teams talking about the strategies, as you can see. Obviously, we are not gonna listen to them discussing the strategies. We could do it if we wanted, but we are not going to do that. And hopefully, guys, you enjoy. Don't forget, guys, that is really important. I'm gonna go a little bit because I forgot to do this and I have to do it, Mr. Lidakor. Don't forget, guys, that we have really something important in the channel, that if you need a VPN, NordVPN is the way to go. 70% off. You can check below the stream, up to 6 devices. And the most important is you have 30 days to check. If you buy and you are not happy, they refund the money. So, and you support the channel a lot, which is absolutely amazing, obviously. Being said that, Lidakor, it's been a blast here. Hopefully we are going to enjoy with not the last game. We want to have more games, but after first and second game, WWP looks so solid.
Yeah, WWP looks very solid out there. And indeed, if you want to support MEMB, it's a great way to get NordVPN as well, you know. You can just hide from your family using NordVPN that you're watching membTV, so no one's gonna know, you know. Some people find it embarrassing to watch MEMB, so you can use NordVPN for that with great efficiency. MEMB?
No, nothing. I was just thinking on something else, you know. Anyway, we're going to join into the next game. I'm gonna move, you know. Let's move to the next topic, you know. And draft 2. White Wolf Palace DarkSide. Let's go into the guess. Now we know that is Grand Barra. say 3 civilizations for DarkSide. Well, you don't need to say, because they started. Let's go.
Yep, I already saw the civilization, so I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Okay, I'm getting there. I see the Siths. Wow. Well, the Siths are amazing. Amazing to go aggressive. What I'm loving with these matches, almost every game, thanks to the draft leaderboard, it's completely different. Look at this match right now. Black with Burgundians, Tomate with the Spanish, Beery with Khmer, and then WWP with Cumans, Hans, and Chinese. I mean, seriously, I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one, especially looking at a Khmer flank, not something that you see every day. So I'm curious to see how Beery is going to utilize that one, because there's definitely the wildcard civilization over here. The rest of it looks fairly standard, as you pointed out. Burgundian's pocket, it has great economy. It is just an absolutely wonderful pocket, especially for a map like this one. On the other side, though, Cumans, probably my favorite pocket civilization for this map. It's gonna be a fun one to take a look at. Yo, as usual, is going to be in the pocket, and Black is also going to take the pocket position. So the relative positions compared to game number 1, where the players were like the same players were playing for both teams, is identical, and you see the roles are actually somewhat similar as well. Tomate, once again, having Spanish. If he wants to go fast castle unique unit, it's going to be the same idea that they had in game number 1.
Yeah, I'm checking Mr. Yo POV. I love Mr. Yo. I'm kind of a fan of Mr. Yo. He's an amazing player.
What is the animal on the couch? Is that a dog? I'm struggling to identify that animal.
It's a patito, yeah. It's a dog, I think. I think so.
It looks like half dog, half cabbage, I must say.
Yeah. Okay. But look at that DC. I'm still loving the tone center. I need that mod, seriously. Anyway,
you haven't seen the craziest looking town center of all time, by the way. Nadia is using a town center that looks like a mushroom, and it's the most disgusting town center I've ever seen in my life. I think she's the only person on this planet that uses that.
Well, the Finnish are using the cubes, so well, everyone has their own taste, and it's different for sure. Anyway, guys, the map, it should be a little bit slow. I don't know if they're gonna make some sneak or they're going to wall. What is Beery going to do? We will see there. 2 villages on wood. Now leaks with the Hans flank. I wonder what is the strategy. Are they gonna go aggressive? Are they gonna wall? For now, DarkSide is walling, and those are not really the most impressive walls by Tomate. Look at the walls he's doing. He's giving up a lot of map. Man.
It's simple, right? And one of the things we have to keep in mind is that game number 1, part of the problem was that they didn't have the walls up on the right side in time, right? So right now I get the feel that Tomate is like, okay, no matter what happens, I need my walls up. It might not be the fanciest looking, it might not be the most efficient one, but I need to make sure I finish these. He probably doesn't want to push out a little bit more because he's just afraid of the enemy scouts potentially killing that villager or stopping the walls. He just wants to make those walls happen.
But he has the loom?
I get the feel that he wants to play Conks.
But but he has the loom. I mean, for sure. I mean, Kongs in this map are lovely with the generation, because let's talk. I mean, we have seen the video for the map. For that reason, guys, I'm not talking a lot about the map. I'm showing the video so you might know. But now that we have the full screen, you can see, guys. They start in the, let's say, in the outside. There's like a ring forming by those forests that are covering all the map. And then you need to go inside, obviously. That's that cracked terrain, and most of the gold is there. And also relics. So you want to be there. But also, if you don't control properly that area, most of the wood is there as well. So you're going to get denied. So a castle and a unique unit in this map is kind of a must. So we might see also, no, I was about to think Vivi's going to go for castle and then maybe a castle. No, Vivi's doing a barrack, Mr. Lidakor. And it seems that he's going to go aggressive.
Yeah, indeed. And that's an option against the Spanish flank over here, because as you pointed out, having a unique unit civilization over here and just going for unique units is extremely powerful, but it's also somewhat predictable. Like, you're up against the Spanish flank. What could a Spanish flank could possibly do? It's likely going to be conquistadors, right? Which opens up the possibility of early aggression with like men-at-arms and towers, and we know that Vivi loves his towers. So I can see this being an aggressive tower-focused play over here. And look at Yo being a good teammate over here, helping to push in the Zebra to Vivi here. I love this. The idea probably is that Vivi needs that scout to help with the aggression, so they need to push in the deer a little sooner, so Yo lands a hand with that. I like it.
Okay, let's see what is going to happen. Obviously, it's great for the flank. That means he's going to go aggro. And then, obviously, Kuman's Mr. Yo is going to go for the double TC. He's doing already the Tone Center. Look at that TC, Leader Core. Wood, Stone, and the Ostrich. Amazing. Town Center.
Nice little town center out there. That's going to be helpful to secure the hunt. It's also going to be on the stone for you, and it also helps you chop through there as well, although that's not going to be the primary angle where he's chopping through. Speaking of which, we do have 2 lumber camps already for Black. He's the only person that's chopping at 2 different spots right now. Actually, no. Lix also has already 2 lumber camps, and Lix, he's actually getting close to chopping through already. That would be a very nice timing for him.
Yeah. Well, let's see. It's still a little bit, but the problem here is steel is coming. And how do you defend this? The men-at-arms are going to be there in a moment. Tomate is not even yet up, and remember how weak the palisades are. You know, even the houses are so weak. Men-at-arms are going to be there, and Vivi has Chinese civilization, Leader Core. Even if he's going men-at-arms, China is just beautiful. Like, amazing economy civilization. So maybe he just push with few men-at-arms and few archers, and he will still have some good economy going for sure. He's still getting the ostrich at the back, as you can see with those villages. So it's just gonna create more and more chaos for Tomate. So, well, he's mining a stone, so he might be able to defend, but he's not gonna have a clean, fast castle, in my opinion, Tomate. What do you think?
Not at all. And as you pointed out, one of the nice things about using the Chinese here for Vivi is that, you know, even if he's putting up that men-at-arms towers aggression, which is going to be rather successful, by the way, if that tower goes up and denies the berries, as you pointed out, the Chinese have a great economy here. And of course, they do have a very useful team bonus as well that will help Mr. Yo and Lix as well. So you are not just doing a tower rush over here, you're also slowing down the enemy, while you yourself, you're not going to be hindered that much by this aggression.
Yeah, well, blue has wallet, so now purple is not going to be able to surprise his opponent. He was there with double archery range, very close. Now at home, it's open, so he will need to wall himself. He can wall for sure. He has Khmer, and obviously, if you are going up that quick as Billy was, it's normal that the Lix is going to wall. Like, oh my god, that tower. Why he's doing that tower that far? To surprise?
Oh, man.
And don't expect him?
He's scared.
Okay.
Like, he's surrendering the front of his base right now. He understands that he can't wall, or like, well, he can wall off this side, but it's just going to take too much time and effort. And the moment he drops a tower close to those berries, Vivi will just go to the south and attack at a different angle, right? So he's just giving up on the front of that base. He's going to try and protect his gold mine and his stone mines. But as you pointed out, this is going to slow down his castle age, especially because he loses access to those berries, so he could be constrained on food, which is probably the biggest weakness of a fast castle against a tower rush. When you're exposed to a tower rush like that, you are just not going to have the food for castle age.
I don't like this kind of approach by Tomate because it's kind of expected. You are Spanish, and in my opinion, I prefer to go instead of this 27 population up. We have seen many times in the qualifiers that the teams are going up with this civilization 2021, and then you use a stone wall and then go for the boom. Because like this is much better. Look at now. He forced to make 2 towers, one on the gold, one on the stone. And now teal can also go and disturb the pocket. I mean, yellow has time to wall, yeah. But, well, I mean, it shouldn't be terrible because black will have double stable. But the problem here is the Kuman's boom. It's going to disturb a little bit and the Kuman's is still free booming, Leader Core. And that's something that you don't want to see. Mr. Yo with this boom. Oh my god.
Yeah, but in the meantime, look at the north. There's a tower rush coming from Beery with archers, so hold on, because sure enough, Yo is booming right now, but he could be facing the wrath of quite a lot of archers over here from Beery.
Yeah, and that's the question now. Is purple should stay here on blue or go to the pocket? Because now he has a tower, he's doing the market, the palisade, and if he open here, now it's time for yellow. time for yellow to clean those men at arms. He has doubly stable. I think he will do it and then jump into blue. Obviously, Mr. Yo will have a good position to dominate later on, but right now they are gonna be in a rough position. I don't know what you think, but this game is looking very, very cool. And now red is on the way to Castle Age.
Indeed, red is on the way to Castle Age, getting closer and closer to those Kongs. In the meantime, you see that black is not going to focus that much on the men-at-arms and archers pressuring him. Instead, he's just massing up his knights. I would love to see him starting to pressure the lumberjacks of Mr. Yo, though, because one of the things that you can do on this map is punish those chop-throughs with the first couple of knights that come out for you. And Lix is also under a lot of pressure, going for a full skirmisher defense. So just 1 or 2 knights over there from black would do a ton of damage against Lix. It looks like Yo is going to be walled off, though, so those archers will no longer be able to do much against him.
Yeah, but he can go through the wood line, like you mentioned. I mean, they have potential to do damage. And Tomate is gonna have a castle. He's really gonna have a castle. Now he's gonna clean those men-at-arms. I mean, except that Mr. Yo is with the Kuman's boom. I like the position for sure for purple and red right now. The problem, I insist, Mr. Yo with the double TC is starting to make now the barra, gonna make the stable. So yellow, even if he has Burgundia's economy, which is great, you need to send army right now. And right now is right now, but he has only 2 knights. Oh my god, it's gonna be in 19 minutes in Castle Age with already 54 villages. Leader core, 22 villages more than yellow. My goodness.
Yeah, that's a big, big lead out there. Though, as you pointed out, the Burgundian's eco is powerful, and we had Bowsaw and Heavy Plow research for a while for black, so it's not as bad as it looks, but he needs to make something happen, even if it's just picking off 1 or 2 villagers or harassing those lumberjacks, or alternatively pressuring Lix over here and just doing damage to one of the flanks. For now, Castle Age is on the way for Tomata, though, and you see the reaction from Vivi is immediate. He's stonewalling himself. Vivi understands that he right now has no response to Kongs pushing his base.
But honestly, I'm not afraid about that. I think I'm afraid, if I was Vivi, I will be afraid to the wood lane. Because he's gonna rat the wood lane with all those Kongs for sure. And now yellow is there. The timing is great. The timing is great. Mr. Yo is gonna wall. He wall it in the last second, as you can see. He's paying attention. He's gonna wall it again. And look at those quick walls, Mr. Lidakor, by the Master Yo here. And already deleted. Force him to go back. What to do? Where to attack right now? That's a problem, man. Where to attack?
Yeah, reaction here from Mr. Yo was great, and you see he's popping out a couple of camos at the beginning, just as a response to those first few knights, because he understands that picking off 1 or 2 knights over here could be immensely valuable, and he's taking a great engagement, actually. Picking off potentially both of those knights, that's a lot of value going down the drain over here for yellow, and as you pointed out, his eco is far from being as good as Mr. Yo's eco, so he can't really afford to lose that many knights. In fact, we only have 3 knights on the battlefield right now from black.
Yeah, I mean, and remember that Kuman's knights are faster. You need to make the husbandry to catch up those. So, if you get some low HP units like it happens, you're gonna lose them 100%. Mr. Yo Boom is still impressive, pretty sick, but the Kongs are coming. If he mass a lot of Kongs, he might be able to stop the mass from Yo, because the hit and run, it can be lovely.
I'm sorry to interrupt. There's a Lix villager walking past Black's forward town center. Can someone explain what the heck is happening there?
Where's the villager? Oh, I don't know. Well, he probably misclicked. Now the Kongs are there. He's taking those villagers on the wood. Okay. And now he's moving there. He will have Castle Age Teal in a moment. The Kongs are very dangerous. He's doing another TC. The problem is that the knights are coming. Still, Mr. Yo, he's not doing a lot of farming. He keep going with the boom. And probably is the way to go. Like, the others don't have a lot of army, so why to mass army? He's still doing a better boom. And if he need, he will have the economy no matter what. Look at the economy by Yo. With Boso, Heavy Plow, and Wheelbarrow. Sick.
Yeah, his eco is looking really good over here. He's on 3 town centers, and he also has a monastery, so he's going to start working his way towards those relics in the middle. In the meantime, though, crossbows are in as well for Vivi, so those conquistadors can no longer take good engagements over here against that big group of crossbows. And that could also be a concern for Beer's team right now.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is getting worse and worse, because the unit composition and the ecos are now in the favor of White Wolf Pass.
It's taking all the Kongs. It's really taking all all the Kongs because no husbandry. Black is gonna be there now with the knights, but look at the Kongs disappear because you need the husbandry. Instead of doing the armor, he did the armor, you need the husbandry. But the problem is that he doesn't have a barrack, doesn't have a stable, and now Till is coming with the crossbows. WWP is not giving a single chance. Like, they are playing okay. They are playing okay. Definitely DarkSide. But WWP today, they are seriously in another level. Don't know what you think, man.
Yeah, like, they are very clean with their gameplay, their game plan as well into this one. And they are just playing a very clean Age of Empires right now. This is difficult to deal with, even if you are the best team in the world. So right now for DS, as you pointed out, they're not playing bad. It's just the fact that they're facing a team that's doing very clear and very nicely executed things. And right now, Vivi is there to punish Tomate as well. And behind this one, you see in the middle, Yo is just going full camos right now, beating the army of Black. Black is yet to finish with the Cavalier upgrade. And this is getting worse and worse because, as you pointed out, that eco difference is still in the favor of White Wolf Palace. And that likely won't change in the next few minutes.
Yeah, they still have some army. They still have some army. They have now the Cavaliers. Cavaliers will be a little bit better. Will be able to do the job now against the Camels. They need to go back. But those Cavaliers are not even with the +1 armor. Not even with the +2. While Mr. Yo has right now +2 chain barding armor. He's alone 1,000 score more than anyone else in the game with 88 villages. 61 villages and handcart. Yes, it's nice. Burgundians is a great economy, civilization, but it's difficult. Anyway, 2TCs for Spanish. About the civilizations in late game, well, having a Spanish in this map is great. Burgundians, Khmer. I mean, I don't know what will prefer for the late game, to be honest. With a good straight, probably always the Spanish composition. But Hans, Chinese, Kumans, and with the economy lead that they're having is going to be a real problem. Military numbers, though, they are not that big difference. But Mr. Yo is going to jump into Imperial in a moment, in my opinion. Like, 100
that's
villages.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But by the way, Vivi is floating a ton of food in the bank. If you look at his resources, 1,100 food right now. He doesn't have a ton of gold to work with, but I mean, if Vivi finds himself some gold, he isn't far away from Imperial Leader, but it looks like we have a big battle unfolding in the middle of the map here.
Big battle here with the Cavaliers, with the Krobos, a lot of Kongs. Now those Cavaliers and Krobos together might do the job. Cav archers are coming to where his army? Well, he doesn't have too many yellow blacks who have more army than that. I know it's difficult, and when you have a beast,
defense.
No, he doesn't have.
He's lacking +2 defense. He's just got absolutely evaporated by all the crossbows. That's why he doesn't have army. He just lost all of them to the crossbows.
Yeah, and the Kongs are missing the husbandry, are missing the bloodlines. We have seen that if you miss the husbandry, the cavalry from the Kumas is just gonna dominate because he's gonna catch up all the time. The score from Mr. Yo is just exploding. It's seriously exploding, and it's pretty sick. Pretty sick gameplay by them, seriously. And, well, he has now a lot of Kongs. That's good. But the problem is that, as you were pointed out, you might have more villages, Tomate. Now he's doing the bloodlines. But check the resources for Vivi. He's about to click up to Imperial Age. Sick.
That is brutal. Like, you're gonna be up against 2 Imperial Age players when you can barely hold their Castle Age armies, and you see +2 defense is just now coming in for Black. He's already being overrun. I don't think he can even wait to take this fight until +2 defense finishes, but even if he waits, I mean, we're going to be looking at an Imperial Age cavalry player from White Wolf Palace and an Imperial Age archer player as well from Vivi, and Vivi's gonna be like 30-40 arbs in the next few minutes.
Yeah. Pretty sick. Kongs, look at the Kongs, look at those Cavaliers. The Kongs are so strong, like they eat the archers, but he needed all those archers before. You know, it's like, in my opinion, when you are in this situation, and I don't know what you think, it's better to go 1TC full Kongs with a second castle drop. Like, try to go all in and really kill. Because if not, you're gonna fall.
I can't imagine. Yeah. I can't imagine myself being in this situation because I would just die to that tower rush that happened from Vivi like at 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, but then you know it's completely different than those. You have to do something else because you're gonna fall behind in the economy. He's gonna make a TC here, but now Mr. Yo is doing a castle almost on their face, armor on their face, and DarkSide are getting killed big time by one team that is, in my opinion, one of the favorites of the tournament. Played like this for sure.
Right side, Doubt Castle, big Doubt Castle.
Yeah, it's a Spanish village, but even being, I mean, if he's not doing this castle,
that's not how it works.
Nah, he's gonna lose them. He's gonna lose them all. Oh, baby. Well, he was trying. He's definitely without castle. Tomate is gonna lose all the villages. Not even. I think this castle, even with Sicilian's village, probably is going down. And on the Mr. Yo now losing the village also without castle on the left as well. Okay, the Cavaliers are now doing some good job. Yes, but the Imperial from teal and the Imperial now for green, it's gonna be really, really, really rough. WWP is just playing amazing, and you can see how village number it's 42 more. Military is almost double, almost double. That's pretty sick. That's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
Beery managed to get a defensive castle in there, which is going to intercept some reinforcements from Lakes. But as you pointed out, what are you going to do being full castle age against 2 enemies in Imperial? And also much better economy, by the way, 40 villagers lead combined on the side of White Wolf Palace as well. But look at Lix's base, actually. We've been neglecting that for a while. Beery was pretty active in there. He's doing some work.
Yeah, he's doing a good job there. But, well, he's still ahead. Purple, nah, they're calling the GG, well play. And WWP is crazy. Crazy. Really crazy, amigos. Really crazy. And, well, I mean, WWP just played insane. Really insane, you know. And, I don't know, it's well, total domination, Lidakor. Like, they played really well.
White Wolf Palace had a very clean game today, like very clean set, actually. Everything that they thought about as a game plan worked out well. So Lix's aggressive all-ins with the men-at-arms, they worked out well. It's not like, you know, something collapsed and he went down to like 15 villagers. Their game plan was on spot. Their execution was great. DarkSide played well. And they also have to understand that they shouldn't, you know, feel very disappointed about this set. They went up against one of the best teams in the world in Age of Empires 2. And they are, like, the job of DarkSide here is not to beat White Wolf Palace in this tournament. As you pointed out, for DS, this is essentially their first major tournament appearance as a team, if I'm not mistaken. Whereas for White Wolf Palace, I mean, one of the most or highest prestige Age of Empires 2 teams in there. They brought their best. It wasn't sufficient to take a game away from White Wolf Palace, but nothing to be ashamed of. They had some good moments. It's just the fact that White Wolf Palace played a near-perfect game today, and it showed on the battlefield, I feel.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, I'm taking look at that economy. I know it's Kumans, but he never really was super denied. And they also used crazy strategies, really good civilization. That was really amazing. Really amazing. And well, we're going to interview now the Chinese team. We're going to interview Mr. Yo because the rest of the team, well, they don't speak English, you know. So we're going to go like this. We will try to
Why don't you learn Chinese? You can always learn Chinese.
Yeah. They could learn English, man. They could really learn English, you know. But I'm going to go with Mr. Yo. Hopefully, I can manage this because this is kind of crazy. And okay, I think I'm gonna manage. I'm gonna come back to you in a moment, Lidakor. So I'll be right back. Okay.
All right. See you soon.
Okay. I'm gonna be, guys, joining by Mr. Yo. I'm gonna put here the camera with Mr. Yo, that, if I'm not wrong, should be this one. Okay. And I'm gonna go with him in a moment. Hello, Mr. Yo. How you doing, amigo?
Hello, ma'am.
Hola, Mr. Yo. Congratulations, amigo.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna be talking with you because I think the interview with you, Leaks and BB will be complicated, right? So better interview with you and me, Mr. Yo.
Yeah, could be a bit difficult.
Yeah, we will work. We will work on it. By the way, I want to ask something about Leaks. People was impressed that he's 36 years old. What you do, guys, in China? That people was thinking, how is he 36? He's looking so young. What you are eating there, amigos? Because it's people didn't believe that he's 36. It's true that he's 36.
He's handsome. Handsome people look younger.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
If you are ugly, you look 20 when you are 9.
You are telling me something? Hopefully that's not for me. Hopefully it's not for me. You're talking in general, right? In general.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mr. Yo, did you expect this performance? Like, as you have played really well, so clean, and dominated your opponents. I wouldn't say easy, but clear.
Yeah. Yeah. It is expected for me because I look through their teams, and I think overall we are stronger. Each one of us are stronger than each
Okay.
of theirs. So
Okay.
yeah,
Mr. Yo.
I expected the 3-0.
Okay. Mr. Yo, what do you think your team can achieve in this tournament?
We are aiming top 4, of course, as always, at least.
At least.
But we always try our best to win every time,
Who is
to win the tournament.
Okay, which is the team that you don't want to see at all?
Aftermath?
Why nobody want to see AM?
No, they're top seed, and their micro is just insane. I don't want to get into a situation that I have to micro with Hera or Leary.
Okay. Well, but there's maps that maybe you can have some crazy strategies and compensate that micro, because there is a lot of maps that maybe the micro is not the most important. Don't know if you agree.
There's so much potential.
Okay. Don't worry. I'm not going to try that you tell me strategies. Don't worry. We are not going into that. Don't worry, Mr. Yo.
I won't say either.
Okay. Mr. Yo, I'm asking this because it's one of the questions. Any preference to face in the second round winner matches? Because if you win another series, now you can chill and prepare the quarterfinals. You are checking.
Which team would I prefer to meet?
Yes, in the second week. Take your time. We are not in a hurry. Don't worry.
Maybe Amigos.
Amigos? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's possible. It's possible. They won today.
Last time.
Okay. You lost to them last time in Return of the Clans?
Yeah, I don't remember which tournament.
It was Return of the Clans, I think.
Maybe.
Okay.
We lost to them, so we want revenge.
Okay. Competition. Always competitive, Mr. Yo. Always competitive. Well,
yeah, as always.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Yo, thank you so much. Give the congratulations to Vivi and Liz from me. And the people is very happy to see all you three on the webcams. Tell Liz that looks very, very handsome. Vivi as well. Don't be jealous, okay? And thank you for coming, Mr. Yo.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you so much, man. Have fun, man.
See you.